About a decade ago, I lost a friend who became so angry at me that he blocked me everywhere, on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on Instagram, every single platform. He blocked all communication, all because of a genuine misunderstanding. It was hurtful because I couldn't speak and communicate, and therefore the relationship stayed in that state for almost a decade. The other day, I got a phone call from a number I didn't realize, and it was my friend. And he was sobbing. And he asked me to forgive him because he had cut me off out of his life. And he realized that it was a big misunderstanding. I was taken aback, but I was open and happy to forgive my friend and take the relationship from where it was and just go on with it, because there was great grace in that. The difficulty with forgiveness is that we tend to hold the sense of offense we have so hard, almost just as hard, as the need we have for forgiveness. In Psalm 103, verse 3, David writes the following: He forgives all my sins and heals all my diseases. This is an interesting piece of writing from a person who did some pretty amazing and some pretty non-amazing stuff. He killed a husband. He slept with the husband's wife. And there are many other missteps he did do, but at the end of the day, he asked God to forgive him. When it comes to being grateful for life, one of the most grateful things we can be is to have restitution in our lives. And restitution sometimes comes through forgiveness. The Bible even says that by the same measure we judge, we will be judged. So in that vein, if you are sitting and holding on to an offense, but you're also desiring to grow closer to God and to embrace the gratefulness and the joy that you so long for, but you're holding on to this hurt and offense, it will be really difficult to achieve that. So when we speak about being grateful, we are speaking also about taking this hold we have on offense in our lives, speaking to God about it, and then releasing it in His name, so that our hearts will be capable of embracing a grateful lifestyle. Because if you hold on to something, you can give a hug. There's nothing that can come close to me. But if I release, I'm open, I'm vulnerable, and I'm open. Which is, I believe, how God wants us to live in terms of how we approach our relationships and how other people see us. So, for today, when you think about reminiscing and thinking back on your life, it might be a good idea to stand still at the places you may be holding on to hurt and injustices, and speaking to God about how you can change that space into a place of peace or forgiveness by setting those people free, and ultimately then enabling yourself to have a greater lens to see God's grace in your own life with.